And one reason I agreed to sponsor this bill, because I believe it will move the state forward, and that's important to me. That's important to me, not only in terms of education, but in investment, in business growth. I think it'll help small towns like the towns I represent. I don't represent any large towns, small towns. I think it will help them to grow and to attract businesses to their town with being able to offer the latest in technology. And as I said earlier, I told a story about my son. I want to give you a story about my father. And my father will be 80 in May, and he still farms the farm that I grew up on, and has since he was 15 years old. Was the first crop that he raised. But and when I grew up, of course, it was a gravel road. We had well water, and every farm had tobacco. That's what we did. It was a tobacco farm. Representative Heath, everybody grew it. My church, Bedford Christian Church, had a tobacco base. So, you know, that's where I come from. But when I went down there to visit him on Sunday, the road is paved. We have city water. And he was sitting at the very table that we ate supper with every night using an iPad with a wireless router, getting ready to watch a cattle auction in Montana, live streamed, so he could maybe buy cattle or sell cattle, or at least know what the price of cattle are and where they are going. So, Madam Chair, if he can change, we can change.
We're already behind. We're falling further behind every day, and we'll continue falling further behind until we encourage this investment to come to Kentucky by modernizing our laws. After all, investment goes to where it's treated best, and providers like AT&T require a regulatory climate that provides certainty that their investment in the technologies of the future will not be hobbled by the regulations of the past. It's also important to remember that every dollar we have to spend on maintaining the old technologies is a dollar that's lost forever in investment in the new technologies that consumers are demanding. And this isn't just about residential consumers. Advanced wireless and broadband infrastructure is just as vital to Kentucky's business and economic development.